On the screen above are the accomplishments of two NBA players. Their talent level appears to be close based on accolades, right? Well, player A is Patrick Ewing, one of the greatest centers of all time. Player B is Nate Thurmond. When asked by Ernie Johnson who gave him the hardest time on defense, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar said Nate Thurmond with no hesitation. Quote, "Nate Thurmond took me out of the game." He's also 1 out of 5 players in NBA history to average 20 rebounds in a season and 15 rebounds in his career. So why is he forgotten about by many fans across the globe? In this video, we're going to explore the career of Nate Thurmond and analyze just how good he really was. In the 1963 draft, the San Francisco Warriors selected Nate Thurmond 3rd overall. He was drafted into a winning situation as the Warriors had Wilt Chamberlain and Guy Rodgers. Because of Chamberlain's presence on the team, Nate was forced to play power forward and only received 26 minutes a game. Still, he impressed with an average of 7 points and 10.4 rebounds, making an all-rookie team. The Warriors did make the finals that season, but ultimately fell short to the loaded Celtics in 5 games. Things only got worse for the Warriors as Wilt Chamberlain was traded to Philadelphia following the series. Thurmond, however, saw a massive increase in minutes. He also returned to center, his natural position. Over the next 9 years, he averaged 19.1 points and 17.9 rebounds. During the stretch, he established himself as one of the best defensive players in the game. He had the body to limit the production of any big down low. He was also capable of switching onto guards. Moreover, he was an elite rebounder. During his Warriors days, he only made the finals 1 more time after his rookie season. This time, the Warriors fell in 6 games to Wilt Chamberlain's 76ers. That was the furthest a Thurmond-led Warriors team ever went in the playoffs. In his 10 seasons with the Warriors, they only made the playoffs 6 times. After it was clear he was on the decline in 1974, he was traded to Chicago. Although his production was never the same, he did have one of the greatest debuts on a new team ever. He ended up with 22 points, 14 rebounds, 13 assists, and 12 blocks. This marked the first time in NBA history where a quadruple-double was achieved. Outside of that performance, he averaged 6 points and 8 rebounds in his final 4 seasons. So that begs the question, how is a player of his caliber so underrated in NBA history? In my opinion, there are a few reasons. During his best seasons in the 1960s, almost every center of that era was overshadowed by 2 players, Wilt Chamberlain and Bill Russell. Therefore, many newer NBA viewers refer to these players as plumbers or firemen. JJ Redick certainly did not help this narrative as he echoed the same sentiment. Another reason as to why he's underrated is that he wasn't a flashy player. Fans tend to remember players who made dynamic plays. Instead, he provided consistent scoring with elite rebounding, defense, and leadership. With all that considered, how good was Nate Thurmond actually? Well, he was one of the best centers of his era. Defensively, he was one of the only players who could slow down elite offensive talent such as Wilt and Kareem. Overall, I would say that he was a top 10 player in the league during his prime and a top 5 center. As for all time, I would actually consider changing my top 10 centers video and put him at number 10. So that about sums up how good Nate Thurmond actually was. Hope you enjoyed the video and I'll see you in the next one.